Welcome to Hack in the Box Singapore 2021. I'm Dylan, in case you don't know who I am, and this is Sriman, my co-host.
Hello.
We're in a fully vaccinated HITB Studio, hence no mask needed. Okay. Hopefully you guys have gotten your vaccines as well. We were obviously hoping that we would be able to do an event in person. I mean, that was the original plan, but what to do? We are still at home, still locked in Malaysia, but hey, that doesn't mean that we haven't been working hard, and we've got a super awesome packed lineup of talks for you guys. For those watching us on Facebook, I guess, we're streaming on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, if you are wanting to watch the talks, right? So we're only streaming the studio track. So if you want to come and watch, like, Mark Dowd is going to be delivering an awesome keynote in a little bit, in about 15 minutes time. Head on over to the conference website, so that's like conference.hitb.org, and if you click on from the homepage, the second tab on the top, which says live stream, you'll be able to watch everything pretty much from here, right? So we're in the Hack at the Studio track. That's what you're watching at the moment. And of course, over the next 2 days, we have two tracks of talks, so track 1 and track 2, and you can just live stream these. These are the links for day 2 talks. And then, of course, later this evening, across both days as well, we have labs. Lots of nice labs, basically. So if you guys want to get started with like car hacking stuff, you want to do some tradecraft development, some software-defined radio hacking, these are the labs that you need to join. I think registration is still open, so a bit late, but better late than never. And of course, we have our CTF, which will be wrapping things up for us on day 2. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the agenda. So yeah, as I mentioned, Mark is going to be joining us in just a little bit. I think he's already with Cooper. I hope he's already with Cooper in the track 1. So we'll be kicking things off at 12 o'clock with Mark Dowd. And then, as always, fully packed schedule, fully packed. We try not to keep too much break in between because, well, everything's live streamed, and knowing that most of you might not be watching this live, it doesn't make sense to have a break in between. So as you'll find that most of the talks are pretty much all back to back. And in between talks, right, so here and there, while we're having the conference, we'll also be having our interviews, right? So stuff that's happening in the studio. So Mark's going to be doing his keynote, and immediately after he'll be joining us for a Q&A. So if you guys, as I mentioned, you're watching us on the live stream, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's a little Discord thingy here, and you can, log in and ask your questions here. We'll be able to ask Mark exactly what it is that you're dying to know. And so we've got a lot of other content that's happening in the studio track. So if you're, in between talks and you want to catch up with the Grug, we'll be hopefully speaking to him at 1:30 p.m. I just tweeted him to remind him, don't forget your slot, bro. And we've got a whole bunch of other guests joining us over the day. So this is what we're actually sending out over to Facebook and LinkedIn. And the rest of the talks, as I mentioned, are available through the live stream tab. Let me see, what else can I talk to you guys about? I talked to you guys about the CTF. So I think we are going to close, they told me 7 a.m. CST, or UCT. So that's like 4 p.m. I think in SGT. So we have a few more hours left. I think there's well over 100 something teams already registered. Yes, there's already 119 teams. I think we can go up to I don't know. I think the system can take 500, but we're not gonna open registration for 500 teams. But if you're an EDU team from anywhere in the world and you wanna play capture the flag and show off your kung fu, you still have time to register. Take a look at the capture the flag page, sign up, and you can join the contest. It's happening tomorrow evening, so it only starts at 6 p.m. tomorrow, and then it ends on Saturday morning. So no excuses, right? It's the weekend. That's it, guys. I think pretty much done from us at the studio. We are going to get ready for Mark Dowd's keynote happening in just about 10 minutes time. So if you haven't already done so, I would suggest get some coffee. I'm drinking some Stack Smasher. Very tasty. Shriman doesn't have a coffee because he already had one earlier.
Yeah, but it smells divine.
Yeah, well, we'll be drinking a lot of this over the next 2 days. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks. See you guys online. Enjoy Mark Dowd's keynote, man. The dog's out.